Hi everyone, welcome to Chandan Logics. You all know that students who are preparing for bank, SSC, railway, police, defense, CSAT and other competitive exams are very familiar about Chandan Logics. Why the reason is, Chandan Logics have trained lakhs of students, and out of those lakhs of students, already thousands of students secured government jobs in various sectors. Now, how this is possible to us? This is possible to us only because of our expert faculty team and our exclusive designed curriculum for examination. If you observe our expert faculty team, each and every faculty is having vast experience and they're having in-depth subject knowledge based on the present examination pattern, and they have trained lakhs of students. And coming to our curriculum, we have designed our curriculum in such a way that our video lectures are completely digital interactive video lectures where we are going to teach each and every subject in depth, complete concept oriented teaching and complete time saving techniques based on the recent examinations. And we are going to conduct mock examinations also. These mock examinations are exclusively based on the real-time experience of what actual examination is going to happen. And we are going to provide you complete concept-oriented PDF materials also. If you are a serious aspirant and looking for the right platform to achieve your dream job, download Chandan Logics app.
Let us discuss the next pattern of questions. Before discussing the next pattern of questions, first I will be explaining you the concept and then followed by questions based upon that. Now, whatever the concept I am going to explain you, it's really important. Why? Because once if you learn this concept, you can solve 5 different pattern of questions based upon one single concept. Yes, if you learn this one concept, you can solve 5 different pattern of questions that are going to come from topic average in various competitive examinations. So what all you guys need to do is listen the class carefully. Once if your concept is clear, you can solve all these 5 different pattern of questions in fraction of seconds. So what are those 5 different pattern of questions? Observe here carefully. The 5 different pattern of questions we are going to cover in this concept are nothing but person joining, person leaving, person replace, batting average, bowling average. Actually, you are going to come across all these 5 different pattern of questions in examinations. You will have questions based upon person joining. You will have questions based upon person leaving. You will have questions based upon person replacement. You will have questions based upon batting average. You will have questions based upon bowling average. Now, all these 5 different patterns can be solved using one single concept. So that is the reason this concept is really important. If you learn this one single concept, you can solve all these different pattern of questions that are going to come in examination. So what all you guys need to do is listen the class carefully. If you listen the class carefully and if you learn the concept, you can solve all these 5 different pattern of questions. Okay, I am going to explain you the concept with simple example. Observe here with simple example. The question is saying is the average of 6 numbers is 8. What is the 7th number so that average becomes 10? So I am going to explain the concept with this simple example. Okay, so it is saying that 6 numbers are there. 6 numbers average is how much? 6 numbers average is 8. And next it is said that what is the 7th number so that average becomes 10? So if 7th number is going to be added, then 7 numbers average is nothing but 10. They are asking us the question, what is this 7th number? Yes or no? We are supposed to say what is this 7th number. So 6 numbers average is 8. When one new number is added, then it is going to be average 10. For 6 numbers average is 8 and for 7 numbers average is 10. What is that 7th number? That was your question. Generally, if you need to do this question, how to calculate this? Generally, how to calculate this is 7 numbers average 10 means 7 numbers sum is how much? 7 numbers sum will be 7 into 10. Yes or no? If average is 10, then sum is nothing but 7 into 10. Similarly, 6 numbers average is 8. If 6 numbers average is 8, then sum is nothing but 6 into 8. Yes or no? So from these 7 numbers, we are going to subtract this 6 numbers sum. Then if you calculate this, 7 into 10 is nothing but 70 minus 6 into 8 is nothing but 48. So when you calculate this, answer for this is going to be 22. Yes or no? Which means the seventh number is going to be 22. So this is how we calculate it in a traditional way. But in examination point of view, we can't do all this calculation. And truly speaking, here the numbers are simple. That is the reason you are able to calculate it much faster. If the numbers are like complicated, then calculation is becoming complicated. So how to avoid this calculation and make this concept clear and simple? Okay, so listen here carefully. I'm going to explain you now in detail how to make this concept clear and simple. Just observe here. Now instead of doing all this calculation, what I'm trying to do is, generally if you observe here, if I need to calculate it in a traditional way, I know like I need to calculate in this way. 7 into 10 minus 6 into 8. This is how we calculate this. Yes or no? 7 into 10 minus 6 into 8. Now what I am trying to do is like I am writing this 7. I am writing this 7 as 6 plus 1. Okay? And I am going to keep 10 in the same way. Similarly, I am going to keep 6 in the same way. And I am going to write this 8 as 10 minus 2. Okay, observe here carefully. Why am I writing in this way? You'll understand it clearly after the conclusion of this. What I have done is I have written 7 as 6 plus 1. Similarly, I have written 8 as 10 minus 2, which means I am representing 7 in terms of 6 and I am representing 8 in terms of 10. Now if you simplify this, what is going to happen? 6 into 10 plus 1 into 10 minus 6 into 10. Yes or no? 6 into 10 plus 6 into 2. Now this is your calculation. Yes or no? If you observe here carefully, now this is minus 6 into 10 and this is plus 6 into 10. Both of them gets cancelled. And finally you are left out with 1 into 10 plus 6 into 2. This is what you are left out finally. Yes or no? If you simplify this, you are going to get answer as 22, which is same as whatever the answer we got earlier. Then how to get these values directly from here without simplifying all this? Yes. How to get this? You need to observe here carefully. I am going to explain here how to get these values directly. In the question it is said that 6 numbers average is 8. When 7th number is added, then average is going to be 10. What is the 7th number? That is your question. Observe here carefully. Now what you need to do is like just take left hand side difference. Left hand side difference. 6 and 7 difference is nothing but 1. But if you look here, 6 became 7, which means it is 1 more. As it is 1 more, you are taking it as plus. If it is less, you will take it as minus. If it is more, you will take it as plus. From 6, if I go to 7, it is incrementing by 1. So plus 1. Similarly, from 8, if I am going to 10, 8 and 10, it is going to be plus 2. Why? Because 8 became 10. So it is going to be 8 plus 2, that is nothing but 10. Now what you need to do is like simply observe here. Just what you need to do is like multiply left hand side number with right hand side bottom number. Okay, multiply left hand side difference with right hand side bottom number. Left hand side difference is plus 1. Now multiply this with right hand side bottom number. Now this is going to be 1 into 10. Yes or no? Similarly, next what you need to do is like multiply right hand side difference with left hand side top number. What? Multiply right hand side difference with left hand side top number. If you are going to multiply this, now this is going to be 6 into 2. Yes or no? Now observe this carefully. If you have observed this carefully, now this is same as whatever you got here. Look here, 1 into 10, 1 into 10. Similarly, 6 into 2, 6 into 2, which is same as exactly whatever we got here. So that is the reason what we will do is like, whenever you have questions in this way, you need not calculate all this calculation. Instead of doing all this calculation, we are trying to make calculation simple. For making calculation simple, what I have done is I am just taking left hand side difference and right hand side difference. And what I am doing, left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. Why? Because this is my right hand side, this is my left hand side. left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. So when you do that, then you will finally get the same answer whatever we got earlier, that is 10 plus 12, 22. Yes or no? So simply whatever you have to do is like, whenever you have questions based upon person joining or person leaving or person replacing or batting average or bowling average, you just follow this one simple single technique. If you follow this simple single technique, you can solve any questions based upon that. Yes or no? I will say you one more example, just observe here carefully. Now, how this concept is relevant to person replacement or person leaving. Now let us example, the same question can be explained in terms of person leaving also. Now actually in this question it is said like 6 numbers average is 8. What is the 7th number so that average becomes 10? Now can I say in this way? I can say it as 7 numbers average is 10. 7 numbers average is 10. Now if one number is going to be removed or if one number is deducted, then it is going to be 6 numbers. Then average is going to become 8. Now I can say what is the number that left or what is the number that was removed. I need to find the same concept whatever we have discussed here, the same concept you need to apply here. Just take the difference. Look here, left hand side difference is -1. Why? Because 7 is becoming 6. If 7 is becoming 6 means -1. Similarly 10 is becoming 8, so -2. Now what you need to do? The same thing whatever I have explained here, the same thing you need to do. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. So do the calculation. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. So -1 into 8. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number, -2 into 7. So if you are going to simplify this, this is going to be -8 -14, which is nothing but -22. But there is no negative value. So what you can do is like simply neglect this negative value. Simply neglect this negative value and you can say just positive number. Only for the final value you need to neglect, but not here. In this you need to take in the same way. If it is decreasing, you will take it as minus. If it is increasing, you will take it as plus. But for the final result, if you get a negative value, you can neglect that negative value. The reason is your answers are all in terms of positive values. So simply neglect the negative value and you can say answer is 22. Now if you observe here, whether the question is with respect to person joining or whether the question is with respect to person leaving, the concept and the trick both are going to be same. Yes or no? 6 numbers average is 8, 7 numbers average is 10. What is the 7th number? This is like person joining. In this, 7 numbers average is 10, 6 numbers average is 8. What is the 7th number? Now this is like person leaving. But whether it is person joining or person leaving, the concept is same. What is the concept? What we have done is simply we have taken left hand side difference, we have taken right hand side difference. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. If you do this calculation, you are going to reach your final answer. And this calculation is pretty simple. You need not do anything and you not get confused here. Very, very, very simple. The same way you will come across person replacement, batting average and bowling average as well. I will discuss them in the next. Okay. Now we will solve questions based upon person joining. After that we will solve questions based upon person leaving. Just remember one single concept. Whatever the question it may be with respect to person joining or person leaving or person replacement or batting average or bowling average, remember one simple single technique. What is that? Take the difference. Take the difference. But don't forget, while taking the difference, if it is increasing, you need to take plus. If it is decreasing, you need to take minus. Sign is really, really important. So take left hand side difference, right hand side difference. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. If you do this calculation, you are going to get the answer as early as possible. Okay. Now for this question, answer is 22. So this is what we have done. Left hand side difference is 1, 1 into 10 is like 10. Similarly, right hand side difference is like 2, 2 into 6 is 12. So 10 plus 12, it is nothing but 22. Okay. Let us look at the next question. Average age of 31 students is 11.5 years. If teacher age is included, average age is increased by 1. What is the age of teacher? We are asked to find the age of teacher. Very simple question. How many students are there initially? 31 students. For these 31 students, what is the average age? Average age is nothing but 11.5 years. Now, if teacher is included, now it is going to be 32%. Initially, we have 31 students. When teacher is included, it is going to be 32. And then what happened? Average is increased by 1. Average increased by 1 means initially it is 11.5. Now it is going to be 12.5. Now you are supposed to find what is the age of teacher. Yes or no? Very simple. Just follow the technique whatever I have told you earlier. Left hand side difference is plus 1. Right hand side difference is also plus 1. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. 1 into 12.5, that is nothing but 12.5. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. 1 into 31 is nothing but 31. So answer is nothing but 43.5, which means age of teacher is nothing but 43.5 years. Just as simple as that. But don't forget, signs are really important here. But finally, whether it is negative or positive sign, it's not important. But here the signs are important. If it is increasing, you will take it as plus. If it is decreasing, you will take it as minus. But finally, what you need is like simply left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. If you do the calculation, you can get the answers as early as possible. Okay. Let us look at the next question. The average age of 4 brothers is 12 years. If the age of their mother is also included, the average age is increased by 5 years. The age of the mother in years is, we are asked to find the age of mother. How many brothers are there? 4 brothers are there. Now these 4 brothers average age is how many years? 4 brothers average age is 12 years. Now it is saying if their age of mother is included. If mother is included means 1% extra. 1% extra means 5%. If mother's age is included, then average increased by 5 years. Increased by 5 years means initially it is 12. When it is increased by 5, now new average is going to be 17. Now your question is what? Your question is to find what is the age of mother. Mother's age is what? This is your question. Okay. Now what you will do? Simply take the difference. 4 and 5. Difference is how much? Difference is like plus 1. Now simply what you do is like left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. That is 1 into 17, that is 17. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. 5 into 4, that is nothing but 20. So we can say that mother's age is nothing but 37 years. Yes or no? Very, very, very simple. Just you can mark it as 37 years. Just what you have done is left hand side difference, right hand side difference. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. 1 into 17, that is 17. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. 5 into 4, that is 20. 17 plus 20, it is going to be 37. So mother's age is 37 years. Okay. Let us look at the next question. 5 years ago, the average age of A, B, C and D was 45 years. So this is when? This is 5 years ago. 5 years ago, 45 years. With E joining them now means present. With E joining them now, the average age of all the 5 is 49 years. How old is E? That is your question. Look here, initially how many persons are there? A, B, C, D. So initially we have 4 persons. 4 persons average age is how much? 4 persons average age is 45 years. When? This is really important. Now many of the guys make a mistake here. This is really important. Observe here. Now 4 persons average age is 45 years. When it is 5 years back. Yes or no? When it is 5 years back. 5 years ago their average age is 45. Now you need to know what is the present average. Present average is nothing but 50 years. Why? Because 4 years ago 45 years 5 years ago 45 years means now each of them will be increased by 5 years, 5 years, 5 years, 5 years. Now their new average is going to be for these 4 persons, that is nothing but 50 years. Yes or no? Is everything clear with this? 5 years ago, 4 persons average 45. 5 years ago 45 means present it is going to be 50 years. And it is saying that now means present. One new person joined means it is going to be 5%. When new person joined, then what happened to average? Average of all the 5% is nothing but 49. Now your question is, how old is E? Now E is nothing but the new person. Now we are supposed to find the value of E. Just simple, calculate it. 4 and 5, difference is nothing but 1. As it is decreasing, now this is going to be minus 1. Similarly, 50 and 49, difference is 1. As it is decreasing, minus 1. So calculate it. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. 49 into minus 1 is nothing but minus 49. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. Minus 1 into 4 is nothing but minus 4. So when you calculate this, it is going to be, so sorry, just observe here carefully once. I have done a mistake here. This is 4 becoming 5, which is like plus 1. Yes or no? Now 4 becoming 5 is like plus 1. This is 50 becoming 49, which is nothing but minus 1. So what you will do? Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. Plus 1 into 49 is nothing but plus 49. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. Minus 1 into 4 is nothing but minus 4. So we can say that the age of E is going to be 45 years. Yes or no? Which is like option 3. Just very simple. Take left hand side difference, take right hand side difference. But sign is really important. Don't forget that. If you're making mistake in the sign, ultimately you're going to get a wrong answer. So sign is really important. So left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. So finally you got answer as 45 years. Okay. Next question. The average weight of 12 parcels is 1.8 kg. Addition of another new parcel reduces the average weight by 50 grams. What is the weight of the new parcel? So we are supposed to find the weight of new parcel. In this question, if you have observed, initially it was given in terms of kgs, but later it was given in terms of grams. So that is reason you need to read the question carefully. Okay. Initially how many parcels are there? Initially you have 12 parcels. Now these 12 parcels average weight is how much? 1.8 kg. When new parcel is added, now it is going to be total 13 parcels. Then what happened to average weight? Average weight is reduced, it seems. Reduced by how many grams? Reduced by 50 grams. Yes or no? Now look here, this is in terms of kg and this is in terms of grams. So what I am trying to do is like, I am trying to convert this kg in terms of grams. Now 1.8 kg is same as 1800 grams. Yes or no? So what I have done is, I have written this kgs in terms of grams. Now 1800 grams, if 50 grams is going to reduce, then it is going to be 1750. Yes or no? Now your question is to find what is the weight of the new parcel. New parcel is nothing but 13th parcel is nothing but the new parcel. Follow the technique whatever I have told you. Left hand side difference. What is left hand side difference? Left hand side difference is nothing but plus 1. When you look at right hand side difference is nothing but minus 15. Now what I have told you, left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. Now 1 into 1750 is nothing but 1750. Yes or no? Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. Right hand side difference is minus 50 multiplied with left hand side top number. 50 into 12 is 600. As it is minus, so it is going to be minus 600. Now when you are going to calculate this, it is going to be 1150 grams. Yes or no? Now 1150 grams is same as how much? 1150 grams is same as 1.15 kg. Yes or no? So what is the answer for this question? 1.15 kg. Okay, very simple. Just what I have done is, I have converted this kgs in terms of grams. Reason, the question here it was given in terms of grams, and anyway you know that 1 kg is nothing but 1000 grams. Yes or no? As 1 kg is nothing but 1000 grams. Now your answer is like 1150 grams. 1150 grams is nothing but 1.15 kg. Okay, let us look at the next question. 3 years ago, the average age of a family of 5 members was 17 years. A baby having been born, the average age of the family is the same today. The present age of the baby is. We're asked to find what is the present age of baby. Now even this is like good question. Read the question clearly, then solving this question will become really simple. Initially, how many persons are there? Initially, in a family, there are 5 members. And it was said 3 years ago, their average age is 17 years. 3 years ago, 17 means what is the present age? Present average is going to be 20 years. Yes or no? So that is reason 15 members average age is going to be 20 years. Reason is 3 years ago 17. If 3 years ago 17 means now present it is going to be everyone will increase by 3 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. Now it is going to be 17 plus 3, 20 years. So average age of 5 members now is 20 years. Now what happened? New baby was born. When baby was born, in that family, number of persons is going to be 6 persons. When new baby was born, the average of the family is same. Same, the meaning is whatever that was mentioned here, now it is going to be the same it seems. Initially it was 17 years. Even after the baby was born, again the average age is nothing but 17 years it seems. Now your question is to find what is the age of that baby. Yes or no? Your question is to find what is the age of that baby. Very simple. Just observe here carefully. Whatever I have told you, left hand side difference. Left hand side difference is +1. Similarly, right hand side difference is -3. Now what you need to do? Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. So 1 into 17 is nothing but 17. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. -3 into 5 is nothing but -15. So 17 minus 15. So we can say that age of baby is 2 years. Very, very simple question. But what happened is many of the guys does not understand the question clearly, so that they try to commit a mistake. But if you are able to understand question clearly, then solving this question will become really, really simple. Okay, just the thing is like read the question clearly. If read the question clearly, it is said that 3 years ago 17. 3 years ago 17 means now it should be 20 years. So 5 persons average age is 20 years. When baby was born, average age is same as before. Same as before means initially it was 17 years, even now it is like 17 years. When you calculate that, then you'll come to know what is the age of baby. Okay, next question. Now whatever the questions we are discussing, all these are nothing but questions that was asked in previous bank examinations, previous SSC examinations, previous defense examinations, previous CAT examinations. We are trying to cover all these different pattern of questions. Now what all you guys need to do is like you have to learn the concept and you have to practice it well. When you're going to practice them well, then obviously you can solve these questions very easily. Practice is really, really important to crack any government jobs. Okay, when the average age of a husband and wife and their son was 42 years, the son got married and a child was born just 1 year after the marriage. When child turned to be 5 years, then the average age of family became 36 years. What was the age of daughter-in-law at the time of marriage? We are supposed to find the age of daughter-in-law at the time of marriage. Now this is like very good question. Read the question clearly. Now initially it is saying like there are 3 persons, husband, wife, son. Yes or no? 3 persons. Now these 3 persons average age is how much? Average age is 42 years. Now what happened? Their son got married and after 1 year child was born and now the child age is 5 years, which means total 1 plus 5, 6 years was completed. Yes or no? If 6 years was completed, then these 3 persons average age should be 42 plus 6, 48 years. Why? Because 6 years are completed. As 6 years are completed, now 42 plus 6, these 3 persons average age will be 48 years. Now who are those 3 persons? 3 persons are husband, wife and their son. Now what happened? In this family, 2 more new persons joined. Now who are those 2 persons? Other than husband, wife, son. Now 2 persons are daughter-in-law and child. Now all these 5 persons combined together, what is the average age? Average age is like 36 years. Now they are asking us what is the age of daughter-in-law at the time of marriage. Okay, let us look at that. Very simple. Look here carefully. Now this is like 3 and this is 5. So difference is like plus 2. Similarly, this is 48, this is 36. Difference is like minus 12. Now you are going to calculate this. Left hand side difference multiplied with right hand side bottom number. 36 into 2, that is nothing but 72. Similarly, right hand side difference multiplied with left hand side top number. 12 into 3 is 36, as it is minus, so that is going to be minus 36. Now this is 72 minus 36, which is 36. Now what is this 36? This 36 is nothing but sum of ages of daughter-in-law and child. Yes or no? Why? Because here you have 3 persons, here you have 5 persons. Now difference is like 2 persons. Now who are those 2 persons? Those 2 persons are daughter-in-law and child. So daughter-in-law and child combined together 36 years. Yes or no? If daughter-in-law and child combined together 36 years means daughter-in-law plus child is 36 years. Already we know that child is how many years old? 5 years old. Which means I can say that daughter-in-law is 31 years now. Yes or no? Daughter-in-law is 31 years. Why? Because the child is already 5 years. If child is 5 years, then daughter-in-law is going to be 36 minus 5, 31 years. But what is your question? Your question is to find what is the age of daughter-in-law at the time of marriage. Now look here, when she was married, it's almost 6 years back. Yes or no? 6 years back, so that is reason 31 minus 6. You can say that the age of daughter-in-law is nothing but how much? 25 years. Okay, so we can say that age of daughter-in-law is 25 years. Very, very simple question. But the only thing is like you need to understand the question clearly. If you're able to understand the question clearly, then solving this question will become simple. I am going to explain you one more time. Listen here carefully. 3 persons average age is 42 years. Now these 3 persons are husband, wife, son. Now their son got married and after 1 year child was born, and now the child age is 5 years, which means total 1 plus 5, 6 years completed. As 6 years are completed, now these 3 persons average age is going to be 42 plus 6, 48 years. And it is said that now all the 5 persons combined together average age is 36 years. Now when you calculate, you are going to come across daughter-in-law plus child age is 36 years. Now your question is to find what is the age of daughter-in-law at the time of marriage. At the time of marriage, daughter-in-law age is going to be 31 minus 6, which is 25 years.
If you're a serious aspirant and if you're looking for right platform to achieve your dream job, immediately download Chandan app. For more details, contact below numbers. Thank you. All the best.